I didn't see the champagne bottle until it smashed against the floor. The shards cut across the dance floor like little silver fangs. My sister stood there, chest heaving, veil of sweat on her forehead. "You think you're better than me?" she screamed. "You think this is your day?" The guests froze. My wedding cake, 3 tiers, vanilla cream, hours of labor, was tipped over, icing bleeding across the carpet. My mother rushed forward, not to me, but to her. She wrapped her arms around my sister like a hero shielding a victim. "She just needs to let it out," my mother whispered, brushing champagne off my sister's hair. I stood silent. My wife touched my arm. My father stared at the floor. The room adjusted itself around my humiliation. That night, the air still smelled of frosting and spilled wine when I logged into my accounts. By 2 a.m., I had pulled my sister's college tuition deposit. By 3, I had frozen the lease she'd begged me to co-sign. By 4, she was legally exposed. But at 7:30 a.m., she got the real news. My sister and I were only 2 years apart. Growing up, she was the storm, I was the shield. Every scraped knee, every failed exam, every boy who ignored her, she made it my problem. And I took it, because that's what an older brother does. When I got engaged, I offered her a role in everything: dress shopping, menu tasting, endless late-night calls where she criticized my choices but still wanted to be included. I told myself she just needed love. But underneath, she never forgave me for leaving her shadow, for finding happiness outside the family script. I thought she'd accept it in time. I was wrong. It began with small things. My fiancé's name missing from the bridal shower invitations. Accidental, my sister claimed. The venue coordinator whispering that someone tried to cancel our booking as a prank. Then a groomsman texted me a screenshot, my sister in the group chat, mocking my tux, mocking my vows, mocking me. The final blow wasn't the cake or the champagne. It was the look on her face after, the twisted smile, the satisfaction. She hadn't lost control. She wanted to wound me where everyone could see. Anger burned hot at first, but I didn't let it run me. I thought about the years I'd carried her, the tuition bills I'd promised to help cover, the lease I'd signed so she wouldn't be homeless, the job reference I'd written when she couldn't hold steady work. All of it was leverage. All of it was mine to revoke. She thought my silence was weakness. She mistook stillness for surrender. That was her mistake. Step 1. Tuition. She had bragged about her acceptance, paraded it online, mocked me for taking the safe path with steady work. She never mentioned my financial backing. At 2 a.m., 1 transfer, 1 cancellation, and her fall semester vanished. Step 2. The lease. She'd begged me to co-sign, said she was starting fresh, needed my credit to get approved. At 3 a.m., I froze payments, flagged it as contested. By morning, the landlord had a new opinion of her reliability. Step 3. Silence. I didn't call. I didn't explain. I let her learn from the world, not from me. At 7:30 a.m., the messages started. "Why is my account empty? The landlord says I'm screwed. You can't do this to me. You're my brother." I waited until she called. Her voice was frantic, cracked with fear. "Tell me this isn't you," she begged. I let her speak. I let the panic bloom. Then I said, steady and cold, "You made a scene at my wedding. You tried to humiliate me in front of everyone I love. You wanted me to feel small. Now you'll learn what small really is. You wouldn't. You can't. I already did." I hung up. That night, I didn't celebrate. I didn't toast to victory. I sat on the balcony with my wife, watching the city move, and I felt something sharper than joy: control. In the weeks that followed, the fallout spread. She dropped out of school. She lost the apartment. My mother begged me to fix it. My father finally admitted he'd seen this coming for years. Friends who once excused her chaos began to step back. My sister texted once more, "You've ruined me." I stared at the message until the words blurred. Then I deleted it. Because the truth is, I didn't ruin her. I just stopped carrying her. And when the world finally saw her for what she was, I didn't feel guilt. I felt release.